Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sports Vault. Jersey Joe Archino back here, and opening up the college football weekend, I was really excited for Clemson Auburn. I just think both programs, what we see from them offensively and what we know they can do offensively, I thought we could have gotten a really good game here, but it didn't end up that way, and actually it was probably much closer than Clemson would have wanted, but they pull it out 19-13. And Deshaun Watson, it's not his best game, but Deshaun Watson takes care of business. 248 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. In the name of the game, of course, though, the player that really I think stands out to all of us was Clemson wide receiver Mike Williams. 9 receptions, 174 yards. He had an unbelievable day, number 7. Watch out for him this season, because it seemed like every single time Clemson was in a jam, they would throw the ball to him, and he really made a big play out of it. And I have a lot to say about Auburn, but one of the things I think on the positive note from them is their defense looks much, much better. We looked at them last season. Will Muschamp comes into the picture, and obviously because of that, you would have expected their defense to get better exponentially, but it just never really took hold. And Will Muschamp's a great coach, maybe not as a head coach, and of course he's kind of got his work cut out for him at South Carolina this season, but as a coordinator and as a defensive mind, I do think he's great, but he just never really could get it figured out with that Auburn defense. But this season, man, game 1, I think Auburn's defense, they look harder hitting, their defensive line looks better, their linebackers look better, almost everything from them on the defensive side looks better. And that's going up against such a prolific offense that Clemson has, holding them to 19 points. But then we look at the offense for Auburn, and the question, of course, for them is, could Gus Malzahn get this offense back to what we saw him be able to do his opening 2 seasons? And the problem for Auburn and for Gus Malzahn is he really has been going the wrong way. This offense has regressed the last 2 years, and when you're going in the wrong direction, that really is worrisome to me, because great coaches don't go the wrong direction. Great coaches start off maybe shaky, and then they continue to build the right way, and they're going up the ladder. And Auburn the last 2 years have been going the wrong way, and to me, obviously, they just don't have a surefire thing at any of the quarterback position. Sean White, 140 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jeremy Johnson, 38 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. And then the JUCO transfer, John Franklin, did nothing as well. And Gus Malzahn kind of sometimes would put different guys in different drives. He'd let Sean White in for 2 plays, then he'd put Jeremy Johnson in. But obviously, White and Johnson got the bulk of the reps in this game, and I just don't think any of them really showed what you want. Probably White played the best out of all of them, but that's not saying much. And even last season, Jeremy Johnson had a couple nice plays here and there, and then he just make a throw where you didn't have his body set right, and it just frustrates you. And for Gus Malzahn, a guy as offensively gifted as he is, and who throws so much at the defense like he does, it is starting to come and appear, and you have to question, can a quarterback not named Nick Marshall operate in his offense? We know that when Gus Malzahn's offense was at his best, he had that guy like Marshall, who first and foremost was a runner, and he did become a better passer, but first and foremost, he was always a runner. Now, Sean White can use his legs, but it's definitely not at the same level that Nick Marshall had, and he definitely is a better passer than Marshall was, but even then, it's not saying much. Jeremy Johnson is just really can't use his legs for his life. He's got a big arm, but even then, his just understanding of the game is not great, and he throws a lot of risky balls. And John Franklin is, of course, the JUCO transfer, probably the most athletically gifted out of the bunch, but I don't think that we saw enough of him in this game to really make a judgment on him. And the MO of Gus Malzahn is, of course, the running game, and the running game just hasn't worked the last 2 seasons. And even in this game, Kerryon Johnson, 23 carries, 94 yards, 1 touchdown, but none of those yards really were meaningful. He never really had a great run, and to me, Auburn has a lot of questions, and Gus Malzahn's back is against the wall. I've always been a huge Gus fan. I really, really have a tremendous amount of respect for what he did, his becoming the head coach of this team, taking them to the championship game, resurrecting them from a 3-win season like he did. But right now, the offense is just going the wrong way, and it cannot continue to regress like it has been. Now, he's got a difficult situation on his hand trying to get it better because I just don't think he has the quarterbacks to work the offense the way that he wants to. Sean White, I just don't have the confidence in. Jeremy Johnson, I still don't have it in. And again, Franklin's the harder one to judge, but you can't continue to go the wrong way. And based on one game, I haven't seen anything from this offense to suggest otherwise. Defensively, they look much better again, but offensively, the thing that should be the bread and butter of the Auburn Tigers doesn't look like that, and Gus Malzahn's future could very well be in doubt there if this offense continues to regress like it has been. But until the next time, Jersey Joe Archino here with the Sports Vault. You can follow me on Twitter at Joe Archino and on Instagram Jersey_Joe_Archino, and I'll catch everybody in the next episode.